Hello, how are you today? I hope you're well and peaceful. We are finishing up on our ironing board cover today, and let me show you. And a little bit says hello to everyone out there. And so let's go ahead and I want to show you the hand stitching that I did. So this is the hand stitching that I did all the way around. Took me a day and a half to do all of it. Let me show you something down here. Sorry, got fuzzy there for a minute. I was really proud of it because you can't even see where like I had to stop and put a new piece of thread in. I did really good, so I was very happy with it. So we're gonna spray it and we're gonna wash it, and then we are gonna run the paracord through it because I do want to bleach this and bleach it, OxiClean it, and do all the things to it, and then we'll run the paracord through it. Okay. Okay, we got it laid out here on the wash machine. It's the back side. Nobody's ever going to see it, but you and I know it's there. All right, it's all sprayed. Now we're going to let it sit for a couple hours. Okay, it's been a few hours. Time for washing. Now that didn't go where it was supposed to go. And a little bit of OxiClean. A little bit of bleach. And let it do its job. All done. In the drawer it goes. Turn it on and oh, there it is, all nice and clean. Okay, so the ironing cover came out of the drawer. Here it is. Much better, much more clean. Back side. Okay, so this is a burn. Maybe it's a stain. It's okay. Alright, so all of our hand stitching still looks good. So let's get ready to cut our power cord. Lord, I said power cord, not paracord. Anyways. Okay, so I've laid out the cord and I'm doing it 3 times. Okay? And then I'm going to cut it and then I will start feeding it into our casement. Okay, I have cut the cord and I have secured a large safety pin through it, and now I'm going to feed it through. And I'm not worried about this end because I'm probably going to trim that end or knot it or burn it or something. And I'll come back to y'all when I get it all through, which will be in just a blink of an eye. Okay, 1, 2. Well, that blink of an eye turned into about 3 weeks. So, and here's some things that have happened. I have been in bed for a couple of weeks with a really horrible fibro flare and migraines that just will not abate. And the camera's shaking because Herman is underneath and insisting on being petted because he heard a big sound. Miss Pippi has passed. Some of y'all saw that video. And she has passed to the other world. My other problem was that when I went to put in the power cord, which I wrapped with some tape, found out that my beautiful, wonderful stitches that I did so lightly and lovely and so tiny did not actually go through both sets of material. So I'm going to have to make another set of stitches to go around, which is fine, but I didn't want y'all to miss that. But I have one other project that I want to do before we get to that, and that is this. This is Miss Pippi's nose and paw prints, and you can see down here it's gotten a little wrinkled. Now, Miss Pippi is in suspended animation until such time as we can bury her. In other words, she's in the freezer. And usually I hang this on the freezer along with, she's got all of her bed and everything on top, and don't worry, there's no food in there or anything. And that's just one of these things, living in the woods, that it'll rain for 3 days, and then it'll be dry for 3 days, and then it'll rain for 3 days, and then it'll be dry for 2 days, or it'll only rain on the days that you're off. And so we kind of have to wait till it's a little bit dry. And that's just, spring in Louisiana. So one of the things I want to do is I want to iron this. And I am going to set my iron on low. And you can do this with pattern pieces. You can do it with pattern pieces, when you cut them out and they're all wrinkly and everything, and you can iron them if you put it like on one, sometimes two. Sometimes I spray them, sometimes I don't. And obviously I'm not going to spray this. This is good cardstock paper. So, there is a chance that this will transfer, that it will heat transfer. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a prominent place where if it does transfer, that it's pretty, just in case, okay? Okay, so here is Pippi's nose and paw print, okay? And this is the corner we're most concerned with. So, and then I'll write a little bio on the back and everything. So, I'm going to place it right here so that if it transfers there, which is an end I'm not going to use very much. My iron is set to 1. That's what I thought. This is cardstock, so I'm going to have to go to 2. See if it transfers. Okay, it did not transfer. So I'm going to pull it out a little more. I feel like it's safe enough that we could probably go ahead and yeah, that's much better. Now your edges are going to curl. That's okay. Check your iron. Iron is good. I don't see any ink transfer. Miss Pippi's paws are all nice and paw and her nose are all nice and ironed now, and we will hang them on the deep freeze. Okay, now we have it there with all her items that we're going to bury her with, other than her picture and her collar. And all her stuff that's washed and dried and cleaned and had extra scent beads added to it. So it'll smell extra good for her. In which I don't think about death the way everybody else does. She's in her non-corporeal form now, so we just need to honor the corporeal, and we'll do that at a later time. Okay, so back to ironing board cover. So here's our top where we're going to put the paracord, right? Okay, and I should not be able to do this with it, which means when I put the paracord in, it just slips and goes everywhere. Okay, so now we're gonna try to sew it and try to fix it. Let's see how this goes. So this is where we're gonna start. Okay, it's about to come off the sewing machine now. Okay, got it all stitched. So it doesn't, it's pretty good. I went with white for the bobbin on this side so you can't see it. So let's thread it now. Okay, we're going to start right here. And then we'll just continue around. Okay, we're almost finished here. Okay. Yay! I got it to come out. Got it on here. I'm wrestling with it. Trying to get it to do right. Oh, there we go. Got it now. Got it now. Y'all, I think it might work. Alright, I'm really glad that I cut it as long as I did because this is all I have. And I have knotted it at the end so it won't come undone. Now we're going to take the safety pin off. Seam ripper out. Just tape that I've got wrapped around there. You fell over. Are you okay? Told y'all I got you one of them head cameras. I know. Alright, y'all. I have tied it. I have double knotted it, as in all things. I have knotted the end. I made deal with this later. This one's okay. But it tucks just fine right here. Alright. There's that seam allowance we worried about. Y'all see anything? Looks good to me. Oops, sorry, too much light there. Looks good to me. Tucked in good down there. No, y'all can't see it. That's gonna hold just so much better. Just so much better than what it had. I gotta say, I'm very pleased. I think we did a very fine job. Fine indeed. I'm gonna get up off this floor in a minute, but it might take me a minute. Yep. I need to fast forward for a minute. Oh, Lord Jesus. We hold up. Here we go. Okay. Oh. Right, here we go again. Alright. Here are our patches. Remember that blue one? I mean that pink one and that blue one. Again, that pink one I get to touch more often because it's on my left side and I'm right-handed. Iron that is off. And this is just real good. Thick, fit around. Good and thick and fit right here. Not gonna bother my iron. Well, not at all. Yeah. Alright. One final look. Okay. There's Daisy. Daisy! Daisy says hi. And that is, I believe that's Junebug over there sleeping. They went swimming a little while ago, so they're all tired. I promised y'all when we got done with this that we'd celebrate by ironing a few things. So, let's celebrate. Okay. So the next thing I'm working on is, well, that I've got cut, it's going to be a nightgown. A nightgown to negligee. And, well, as negligee as you can get it, 6X. So, and I've already done the first one, and I didn't gather just regular purple. They're both from bed sheets. Both bed sheets. I am not exactly 100% sure what this material is. Something polyester, something rayon. So I'm going to put it on 3, which is polyester rayon. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let me show it to you. Okay, here it is. It is a pink magenta kind of color, is what it is. We are going to iron it in half, and then we're going to fold it like that. Okay. I must sitting here talking to you and I haven't even been recording. Yeah. Okay. So, the polyester, the iron is set correctly. It probably is a polyester. It's not melting, which is good. It is taking the wrinkles out, which is also good. It's so nice. It really, gosh, so nice. I'm just rolling it up so that I have enough room, and then it also will keep it from wrinkling. I think really before I go any further, this particular project, I need to number one finish the other one. I still have to anchor the straps down. Sometimes I'll safety pin something and I'll wear it for a while so that it gives you an idea of where you want it. And this particular pattern that I come up with, the straps were not, uh, they just went over and attached it back. And it is so large and it is kind of heavy, a little bit heavy, um, that I found that crossing the straps made it more comfortable for me to wear, and it didn't slide as bad. And I mean, you trying to wear a nightgown and look pretty and do all the things, and then it slides out, and the boob falls out, and you're trying to wash the dishes or trying to fold the laundry or whatever you're trying to do, and it just don't work. So, but you keep it on better that way. So, oh, this is something else. It's been a minute since I cut these. I don't remember what I got, what I don't. Okay, this shows me. Oh, I know what this is. I bet this is I bet this is part of the tie. If you're hearing jingling, which I'll be very surprised if the camera picks it up, the microphone picks it up. It's my bracelets with my bells and my little charms and my rings and my doodads, safety pins, stuff like that. I went to an interview for a podcast, for Friends podcast, and we kept hearing this knocking sound. We could not figure out what it was. And finally, I'd done something else, and I went back and I had headphones that I was wearing at the time. I had strings went down the phone, and it was my microphone, and it was knocking against my necklace. It picked it up, so I thought that was interesting. I have really good hearing. I pick up things that other people don't pick up. That's been one of the bad things about having this migraine. This last migraine is that um, laying in bed, air conditioner on, fan on, ceiling fan on, CPAP on, and I start hearing tree cutting. And I thought, okay, who's cutting trees? is the power company on my property, what's going on. And I got out of bed, unhooked, walked out to the front porch, walked to the back porch, opened the door, looked out the back porch, didn't see anything. Um, Walked out to the front porch, tried to figure out what was going on there. Didn't see anything, so I put my head down on the bar, and I just sat there and I just listened. Just listened as best I could. And finally, I heard it. Finally, I heard it way off in the distance, and it was like 2 houses over. You remember, it was 22 acres on his property, and he's got another 10, and he's got another 10, so we're talking, 40 acres away. And that's just how it is sometimes when you live out in the country. It's just weird when you pick up stuff like that. There is a pile down here. I'll be right back. What is in here? This is the body. This is the body. The rest of it could very well be under me. Let's find out. Well, Ewans, I have looked, and I cannot find the other pieces to the outfit. So, what we're going to do, we're just going to roll up what we have, put a note on it, stick it to the side, and move on to the next project. I've enjoyed this project with y'all. Thank y'all so much for dropping by. I hope wherever you are, you've enjoyed it, and thanks for being with me while I learn to use YouTube. And I love y'all. Be good. Do good things. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Might be down here, might be over here. But and if you think your friend might like it, send it to them, or send it to your husband in his email and something, so he later you can go back in and watch it because you forgot how to get to it. Anyways, that's what I do. So, bye. I think I figured it out. The one with the smaller width goes around my waist completely. I know that's a lot, but it does. So I wouldn't need a second one of that. If this one, the wider one, is as long as this one is, which more than likely it is, um, there is only one of them, and I intend to cut it in half, and I have yet to do that. So I'm not really looking for anything. I have all the pieces. I just didn't remember I had all the pieces. So I got to write myself a note about that. Okay, good talk. See you later.